Hey guys, it's me. I know I haven't done the last two of these, but I've been just rather really busy. But hey, guess what? I went to therapy today, and it's still going. So we'll have a recap. Oh, it was an okay session. We talked a lot about empathy, how it's really difficult for me to I don't know. It's really difficult for me to understand why people don't have a lot of empathy. But of course, my thought of empathy is different than what most people's are. You see, when when I think of empathy, I think of the little things as well as the big things. So it's hard for me to put it into words because I got a lot on my mind anyway. As normal, I'm an overthinker. I do a lot of these things, and it really pretty much screws me in the end. But um, so the idea is empathy can go a long way with the way people think and act. And I find that most people don't follow any sort of guidelines or rules or thoughts about other people besides themselves. So empathy is really lacking in today's society. It makes me really exasperated. Um, case in point, when I'm riding around at work in the little truck that I have, and there are all these other people that ride around at work in their little trucks that they have, and I see them like actively not caring about basic rules. So there'll be signs in like most places where there'll be like stop signs or one-way signs and things like that. But they don't follow those guidelines. They are just um, worried about themselves. And the more I see people who are that way, it really, I don't know, puts a strain on my own psyche, if that makes sense. We talked about the golden rule that is prevalent in every single religion and everything else in this world, that you should treat others how you want to be treated. And I find that that's lacking in a lot of ways. And yeah, um, it's hard to grasp a world or that is pretty the way it is. But that, I mean, again, that's kind of the reason why I am going to therapy, because it's supposed to help me um, understand why I feel the way that I do. Um, and in most cases, it's helping, but I'm still not fully there yet, which is okay. We talked about one of my good friends who is kind of going through his own situation right now that is very reminiscent of my past situations. And I feel really bad about it. Because there's not much that I feel like I can do to help him except for just be there. And sometimes it's all you can do. Sometimes that's really all you can do is just be there for people that you care about. Because you can't always solve problems. But being there and witnessing what they're going through can help a lot of times. You know, and we talked about that. We talked about how that because I am there for him, that of course it's going to make me feel a lot of things that I dealt with in its own right. Um, that I don't know how to explain it. That's why it's been so hard for me to post anything about it lately. Is because I don't I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it any more than I have. I really wish like I could just like in a way um, that um, you would understand. Trust me, and I know that that's uh, harder than you think. It's harder than I think. But I guess I haven't been as bad. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm just. So yeah, that's where I'm at. About 10 cents of nonsense, 10 minutes of nonsense that I can't even express to you. But I mean, I guess it's a good thing, right? I don't have anything stellar in my life that is keeping me um, completely broken. Does that make sense? And I mean that can be good because since I'm not completely broken, don't have a lot to talk about. Except for empathy. Like, definitely can use some more empathy in the world. But I also know that's not going to happen. So, I hope your day is fantastic. And if it's not, I wish that there was something else that I could tell you. Until the next one. Maybe then I'll have more to talk about.